Have you ever set a beautiful, clear intention? Maybe you decided to step into abundance, a loving relationship, or perfect health, only for your physical world to suddenly throw the exact opposite in your face. You decide you are wealthy, and unexpectedly bill arrives. You decide you are loved, and someone walks away. It feels like a cruel joke, right? But today we are going to talk about why this happens, why it is actually incredibly good news, and exactly how to handle it. Because here is the ultimate truth: circumstances do not matter, only your state of being matters. First, let's demystify why the opposite shows up. Why does the physical world seems to rebel against your new decision? There are two main reasons for this. The first is echo of the past. The physical world is dense. It operates on a delay. What you are seeing right now in your physical reality is not your current state of being. It is simply the dead echo of your past thoughts, beliefs, and state of being. It's like looking at the light of the star that died millions of years ago. The second is that what we call the purge. Before a new habit or state of being fully takes root, the old ego identity throws a temper tantrum. It brings up all the old evidence to try and drag you back to safety. The opposite showing up is just the old story clearing out of your system. When you see the opposite, it doesn't mean your manifestation is failing. It means the energy is moving. So, how do you handle when the physical world is screaming the opposite of what you want? You practice the art of radical non reaction. When an unfavorable circumstance shows up, your immediate habit is to panic, react, and say, "See, it's not working." But the moment you react to the circumstance, you give it a life. You anchor yourself right back into the old state. Instead, try this shift. First, observe without judging. Treat the circumstance like a passing thunderstorm. It's loud, it's wet, but you don't build a house in it. You just wait for it to pass. Second, remind yourself of delay. Tell yourself, this is just echo of where I used to be. It has nothing to do with where I'm going. Third, withdraw your attention. Stop arguing with the reflection in the mirror. If you don't like your hair, you don't try to brush the glass. You brush your own hair. Change yourself internally, and the reflection has no choice but to follow. If circumstances don't matter and only your state of being matters, what state of being do you choose right now? You don't choose the state of trying to manifest, you don't choose the state of waiting for it to happen. You choose the state of the secure creator. What does that state feels like? It feels like knowing it is already done. It feels like peace because you aren't fighting the physical reality anymore. It feels like unshakable truth. When you are in the state of the secure creator, you can look at the messy circumstances and think, this looks like a mess, but I know how the story ends. it ends with my victory. You remember the physical world is just mere. It doesn't initiate, it only responds. If you stop demanding that mere change first and instead anchor yourself in the state of who you want to be, the mirror has no choice but to confirm. The next time things look opposite, smile. You know the secret. What state of being you are choosing today? And thank you very much, and I see you in the next video.